Okay, let's take a look at this declining free cash flow growth valuation problem. I'll read the problem. It says, Brushy Mountain Mining Company's coal reserves are being depleted, so its sales are falling. Also, environmental costs increase each year, so its costs are rising. As a result, the company's free cash flows are declining at the constant rate of 4% per year. If its current free cash flow is $6 million and its weighted average cost of capital, that's WACC, right, is 14%, what's the estimated value of Brushy Mountain's value of operations? All right, so the formula we want to use here is this one. Let me just move this out of the way. And we're going to solve for the current value of its operations. And this is certainly a growth valuation problem, though we have a negative growth in this instance. And we're going to use p hat sub 0 is where we're going to put our final answer. So we need to put some variables in. We need to calculate D1. Now, normally D stands for dividend, but we can use free cash flow as a surrogate for dividends, and we can use that as a surrogate for the value of its operations. Okay, so if I slide that out of the way, we can see the math involved. So to solve for D1, what we have to do is take D sub 0. So I'll take equal that 6 million given in cell D12. And I'm going to multiply that times 1 plus the growth rate. And we know the growth rate is a negative 4% given in D15. Okay, put that together. Let me see, what does it not like? Oh, we're multiplying. So with Excel, we've got to put the asterisk there to let it know it's multiplying. Right? You put it on the outside of the parentheses. So that gives us 5760 is the value of D1. It's a declining value. Then the denominator would be RS, which is the weighted average capital, right? Some value of the stock rate. That's typically RS is the stock valuation. In this case, this works for this particular problem using 14%, the weighted average cost of capital. And the growth rate is 4%. Okay, so if we then take the D sub 1 above and divide it by parentheses, the R 14%, R sub S, minus the growth rate, we should come up with the answer. And we get 32 million. Okay, and 32 million is the correct answer. Don't be confused by 32. Remember that they put 6 here. They were doing the problem in millions. So if you wanted to do this one again, you could put 6 here, make these all the same, and copy your calculations over, and you will come up with 32 as your answer. Okay, and I would probably format that, and that gives us the exact answer that we see above. Okay, hope you found that helpful.